also for Utah. Shay's checked in for Mike Conley. And the pass to Sabonis. Dishes it to Warren. Knocked loose. Lamb passes to Brogdon. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Best can't hit. And the foul called on Shea. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. Doug McDermott comes in for T.J. Warren. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. And a switcher also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in. On offense, here are the Jazz. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Jazz leading by 7. From deep, Shea. Here's Gobert, and it's sent back by Turner. Back to Lamb. Down low. Here's Leaf. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Now McDermott following the three-point attempt by Shea. To the middle. Here's Leaf. And it's blocked by Bradley. Now here's Shea. Last game out, he had 40 points. The offensive rebound. And Bradley gets it to go. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
McConnell passes to Turner. He kicks it to Lamb. Back to Turner. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Another miss by Shea.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense. I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Here's McDermott, and it's blocked by Bradley. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the 76ers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Jazz, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
Another miss by Utah.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's McDermott. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Let's not forget, at 6'8", Doug McDermott has the ability to be a scoring threat inside the paint.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
They really dominate.
Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Brogdon in at point guard. That's the Pacers 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And a deep 3 from Shea. And the Jazz, another 3.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
stolen by Che. And here we go. Fast break with Che. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Pushing the action, Donovan Mitchell has an innate ability to make people foul him.
And Mitchell drops them both. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
5 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key. Up again. Rebound, Utah. Bogdanovich has got 6 rebounds in the game. And a deep three from Che. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Looking to end its cold spell. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Victor Oladipo. Mitchell passes to Che. From deep three-point range. No good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night. He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Takes the 13-footer.
Nice job of attacking that shot. Che wants to intimidate you.
Utah gets it back. Tries again, and it's sent back by Turner. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Here's Bogdanovich. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Best's shot is good.
And he's now made 3 three-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
Now Brogdon. Sabonis with the ball. 8 points his last outing. Back to Oladipo from the arc. Gobert pulls it in.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And here's Che outside, and the Jazz another 3.
Wow, he has been unstoppable from outside in the second quarter. The threes are just flowing.
Up top, Brogdon. By Che.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Hey, Smitty, of recent players to enter the league, which had rookie seasons that surprised you?
I think Donovan Mitchell, the way he came out of the gates. I knew Luka Doncic was good, but because I hadn't seen much film or seen him live, he surprised me. Trae Young, the way he's played from a small guard position, those are some of the guys that have surprised me. Some were high drive picks, and some were a little bit lower, but those are the 3.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. That's now 8 points for Victor Oladipo. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Hits the three-point bomb.
I'll tell you what, he's a game changer. Che getting him back with a 3 of his own.
They double him with Mitchell. Turner passes to Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Brogdon. Over Mitchell. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Brogdon.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
From deep, Che. Another miss by Che.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Turner. Unable to get that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. There's the 3. Another miss by Che.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Right side Warren. Drains it from 17 feet out. Now just a 5-point Utah lead.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Indiana's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And Turner kicks to Oladipo. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
They weren't aggressive on the glass. They weren't blocking out. That puts you behind the 8-ball every single time.
And the Pacers call time here. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players and switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for Warren. Lamb, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Murray's checked in for Utah. Here's Mitchell. He has 5. Shea outside. Back to Mitchell. There's 1:40 left here in the second. From deep, Shea. A three-pointer is right on target. Best's got 18 points in the game.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Now, here's McConnell, covered by Shea. Ball's knocked loose. Leaf passes to Lamb. 6 to shoot. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
So, Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson, he's checked in for Murray. And it's Moutier in for Donovan Mitchell. Jazz leading by 5. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. The Pacers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Lamb, good.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Shea, way outside. Another miss by Shea.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
McConnell scanning the floor. Wide open look. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Easy look for mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
From deep, Shea. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so, thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Some entirely new group in now for Indiana. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. Doug McDermott comes in for Warren. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. So on the floor for Utah, Emmanuel Moutier out there with Shea. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Bradley. And it's Niang in at the four-man position. The Pacers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. He hits the second from the line.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
Pacers trail by 16. McConnell with it. Now defended by Moutier. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
That one falls. Turner's got 9.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Sinks the three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 17.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
In the corner, it's McDermott. Misses the three. Utah has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Best's shot is good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
That one goes. Count it. 7 points in the game.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 3 assists now in this one.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's McConnell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Leaf. To the inside. Lamb, good.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Shea outside. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Jazz ball.
And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The Pacers 4th, 5th the Jazz.
And how many times have we seen these two clubs force turnovers and then convert at the other end? They really share a lot of similarities.
Now here's McConnell. Defense is right there. And here's McDermott. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Goes back up. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 6 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Clarkson. There's the pass to Best. Jacks up a 3. Some solid defense there from Lamb. Kicks to McDermott. Passes to Leaf. Rebound, Utah. Bradley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Moutier pass to Shea. It's hauled in by Leaf. Leaf's got 6 rebounds in the game. And McConnell gets it to go. Jazz leading by 18. Pass to Clarkson. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Leaf. Leaf's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pacers shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Right side Turner. Bradley with some nice D.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Pacers shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's McDermott. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. McDermott's got his second basket.
McDermott makes shooting look so easy. It's like second nature to him.
1:07 left in the third quarter. Best can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
McDermott passes to Lamb. Bradley with some nice D.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
McDermott, no one around him, from outside off the mark.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Best can't hit. Now here's McDermott, defended by Moutier. Here's Turner, good. And McConnell gets the assist. And that's 11 points for Miles Turner.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And here's Chick. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment.
It's been all about Shea for Utah. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Leaf is out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Pacers' 5. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Utah leading by 15. Bradley dishes to Clarkson. Shea outside. From past the arc. The Pacers pull it in. Leafs got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lamb against Clarkson. And Lamb kicks to McDermott. That shot misses. Murray with the defensive effort. And now Utah, fast break. Shea with the ball. Here's Clarkson. Another shot. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Jazz lead by 17.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. Here's Best. Finished off the break. Shea's got 35.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
It's Oladipo on the wing. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Really enjoy watching Conley take it all the way. Defense can't match it with his blinding speed.
Here's Brogdon. Power down with both hands.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
But they recover it. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Shea drives in. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Friday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, It's never easy going up against the top team in the West, but if they're able to come away with the win, it's going to be a huge confidence booster.
The Pacers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Outside Warren. Double by Bogdanovich. To the left side wing. And the foul called on Shea. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Sabonis, the pass to Warren. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him. They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. They're run as a legacy trust. That means every dime of profit goes back into the team.
Conley feeling it out. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his 1st foul. Here's Best. 3 from the inbound. They get the rebound. Gobert. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Steve, you were talking about the reinvestment for the Jazz. An upgraded arena, new practice facilities.
Necessary moves, you know this, to stay competitive. The Jazz fans love their team, and they're showing that commitment in return.
And here's Jay outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Oladipo. To the middle. Outside to Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. Outside Warren. Drills the three-pointer.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Utah calls timeout. And you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Shea.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He came off the bench to give them a major boost and prevent 2 straight losses. That's just the kind of contribution you're hoping to get from your bench. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now, here's Warren.
2 minutes.
To the paint. Sabonis. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And here's Jay outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Sabonis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Well, Smitty, the game is evolving. We know that. New moves and techniques developed. Talk about some that have grown in popularity since the time of your retirement to now.
You know, the step back is one, and then also the step back is one. The Euro step, and I think also guys right now being able to launch their bodies into guys. I don't want to say it's a move, but that's how guys are playing. Because you can't hand check, guys are throwing their body into the defender on the move even more. That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Shea outside. Here's the 3. Nice D from Oladipo.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
The Jazz shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Utah.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year, actually their fifth win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a two-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jay.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Shoots the three, drops in the tray. Best's got 39.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left.
Hey, it's Shaq. Great job locking down the W. I saw.
And that's going to do it for tonight. For Kenny, for Shaq, for Kevin.
Good game. All right, just rip off the game and see.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's.
Fantastic. Looking forward.